Goodbye, Ariviol, Serenora. Oh, don't mind me, thoroughbreds. I'm just practicing all the way. Persephone and Dalton will have to hear GTFO on her way back to whatever hellhole she crawled out of. Not only was she thoroughly outmaneuvered, outclassed, and frankly outdressed by the two remaining champs, but she was also so easily beaten. I just have to ask myself, was she ever really a threat? Or was the real deal waiting in the wings, biding her time for the perfect moment? After all, Poppy Van Sinclair isn't one to be underestimated. But the good news is, if things don't work out in the competition, I can always whoop her ass! These past 2 years have been everything and more. Well, admit, I'm sad to leave Belvoir in my rear view. Something tells me you haven't seen the last of me. Queen Blair, XOXO. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Chapter 16, Videmus, Omnia. Remember to like and share and subscribe to the video. You and Poppy stand shoulder to shoulder on the stage as Persephone gets dragged out by security, and she is not going gracefully. Get your thick thumbs off me, you behemoth! Her screeching is giving me a headache. Someone get her off the stage. The crowd begins to chime in as a last-ditch effort. Persephone latches onto a chair, hot, angry, tears flowing. You're all gonna regret this, every last one of you! Alright, lady, you're out of here. As a horde of guards drag the sobbing Persephone and Dalton away, leaving a trail of her own hot snot behind her. Rowan speaks over her fading cries. As I was saying, there's only one final challenge to be had to bridge the gap between members near and far. Poppy leans in close to you, her voice low enough that only you can hear. And so marks the beginning of your demise, just as I planned. Oh, shut the hell up, Poppy. I'm the one who took Persephone out. Everyone else heard and saw it. Poppy's gremlin smile only grows, and that's never a good sign for you. You simple fool, it was my plan, because I knew either of you or Percy would take the other out for me. I wasn't picky about either way. I suppose I should thank you for getting so wrapped up in the rancid skank that you turned your back on the only true threat, but I wouldn't. Poppy, if a Game of Thrones you won, it's a Game of Thrones you'll get. And I'm about to go full red wedding on your skank ass. Promises, intentions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and half of them stink. She is true. Suddenly Rowan's gaze cuts to you and Poppy, and why does it feel like your stomach just sank to the very soles of your feet? To reassess the finalists, Poppy and Blair will have to meet and greet with 3 of our top international representatives. Angelique Gagon, Bendil Delamoni. Hey, what's up? And Paul Njo. Each finalist has a dossier waiting backstage in order to brush up on the need-to-know information about each representative. But finalists, you'll only have 20 minutes to make all your impressions, and your time starts now. You die behind the curtain, intending to charge for your dossier, but instead you charge straight into a tall, muscly back of Belvoir star QB. Blair, it's the girl I was looking for. Grabs your shoulders and thrusts you towards Liam, who's flanked by Ohio and Trixie, and all 3 of them look weirdly ashamed. You should all at least tell Blair to her face that you're breaking Alpha's most sacred code. Don't drink the last beer in the house fridge without replacing it. No, stick with your pack, and Blair is like our den mother or something, and you're turning your back on her. Oh my god, Carter, it's not that deep. We're like doing what we're doing to survive. Okay, what the hell did I just walk into? You literally have a ticking clock against you. Long story short, Poppy got those 3 and convinced them to join her side again. I'm sorry, Blair, it's nothing personal, but we just think that Poppy's gonna win, and it'll look better for us to be on her side. Yeah, she's like one of those cockroaches that survives nuclear warfare. I gotta pick the winning team, that's all. So, you're just gonna leave? I thought we had something special. Ohio, who got you out of the revolving door when it couldn't stop spinning and you thought you'd be stuck in there forever. You did? No, Trixie. Who taught you that condoms aren't recyclable? Oh, for the love of Jesus Christ. Did, Blair? I'll never forget you. And Liam. Dude. The three of them hang their heads before skittering away like reprimanded puppies. Or the aforementioned cockroaches. Carter drapes an arm around you while Veronica glances up and checking her lip gloss. Sorry, we didn't change their minds, Blair. For the record, I'm only stuck with you because the optics of switching sides now would be horrible for my brand deals. Thanks, guys. If I win, I'll, buy us all Maseratis. What? Wait, I don't have time for this. I have 20 minutes to find my dossier and kick Poppy's ass in a schmoozing department. The three of you search around for the folder with your name on it. Okay, two of you. Veronica just pretends to work, but minutes pass and you realize it's not here. Not to be way paranoid, but Liam's kind of a klepto. What if traitors took it? Hello. Did you or did you not see Trixie's ass looking square and flatter than humanly possible? That musty, Teletubby-ass toe bag. You take a deep breath to calm the boiling rage you feel. Then another, because one just ain't enough when those three stooges who tried to pull a fast one on you. Roger, Veronica, how do you two feel about the word payback? Live it, breathe it, soak my face masks in it. Oh, QB's got a plan. Lay it on us, player. I'm game for whatever plays you got cooking. Steal back the dossier, earn votes, valuable information, and destroy Poppy's dossier. Put your head together for 30 seconds, because A, you don't have time, and B, it's not gonna take more than brain power than that to outsmart the three bland mice. And break. Step 1, you get Thomas in on the plot and stick your head through the curtain. Watch as he walks up to the traitors outside the bathrooms. Oh, Liam, Ohio, Poppy's asking for you two in the back garden. She says she needs your help with a super secret plan. Oh god, I love planning things. It makes me feel actually important. Oh, looks like Poppy finally realized the only way to win is to utilize my great mind. What mind? You were a puppet, running on batteries. Idiots. As they hurry off, Trixie grabs her misshapen ass in a panic. What about me? She said to hide in the bathroom and protect what you've got packing? Right, I can do that. She quickly ducks into the bathroom and Thomas turns and gives you a thumbs up, which brings you to step 2. Can we beat the crap out of her? I just want to go straight to just an ass whooping. You, Carter, and Veronica slip into the bathroom and you lock the door. So, the couch and flat screen TV was an urban legend. What are you guys doing here? Time to distract her. You lean into your team and whisper. Veronica, destroy her self-esteem. Veronica raises an eyebrow and cracks her neck with a dull-eyed nonchalance of someone who cyberbullies for a living. My specialty. She walks over to Trixie, who gulps. Hey, V. We have a problem. What is it? You're all over my social media history. I can't have someone whose only game is to bark at Poppy's heels all over my social media history. But don't worry, we're gonna do something about that. He pulls Trixie's phone out of her purse. Are you the only one who followed the rules? Unlocks it with her own fingerprint. The hell? And pulls up Trixie's pictum. Wait, how did you... Now, type what I say. I, Trixie, whatever my last name is, am sorry for having all the appeal of a wilted piece of cabbage. She shoves the phone into Trixie's hand and gulps again and starts typing. Wilted piece of cabbage. The most interesting thing about me is my Teletubby ass. Which I regularly exfoliate to keep the skin smooth and soft. You can't write it. Fine. With Trixie typing out the word for word what Veronica says and your damn clock ticking down, you sneak up behind her and grab her flat ass. What? Oh, got it. Come to mama, dossier. But as you pull it out of her spanks, a second dossier falls to the floor. What the? You have Poppy's too? She had to look after it while she went to hand her victory speech to her mentor. Give it back! As if you swipe the second dossier off the floor and sprint for the exit. Now I get why you switch sides to Poppy. Neither of you actually knows how to win a war. Neither do you. You burst back into the ballroom, Trixie hot on your tail, and look around quickly for a way to dispose of Poppy's dossier. Chocolate dunk the dossier? No, I'm gonna rip it to shreds. This calls for brute force alone. With nothing but Midwestern grit and determination, you tear Poppy's dossier to pieces, bit by bit. Throw the pieces in the air like confetti, and just in time for them to rain down on Margaret Dupree's head, she raises her eyebrows imperiously. Just getting payback on my enemies? Well, in that case, carry right along. Bless you, Margaret. Bless you, you vindictive old crone. Oh! Trixie skids to a stop behind you, and you whirl on her. Why'd you even turn on me anyway? I mean, I've seen Poppy schedule reminders in your phone to call you an idiot. I'm sorry. Poppy said if I did it, she'd help me find Michael, and just miss him so much. Who? Why? You watch her cry real tears over Michael's creepy, disappeared ass and shake your head. Girl, move on. Blair, over there. The clock's running out. Carter waves you over to the corner where he and Veronica sit, and you join them. You open your dossier on the table. You guys don't have me anymore, right? I'm gonna go find a way to post proof of Trixie's ass tattoo to my burner account. As Veronica sets off to ruin Trixie's entire life, you and Carter lean forward to look at the photos of Abadia's international delegates. Find out about... I guess we'll start with her. Carter finds Hoa's page for you and runs his finger along the lines of text as he reads out the details. Alright, the representative from Saigon, Vietnam. Damn, so let's say the lady's powerful. She's got Vietnamese ambassador to the U.S. But write this down. She's all about tact, subtlety, and respect, and has her Secret Service deal with anyone who pisses her off. So long as I mind my manners, I should be fine. Bendili Dilimoni. You shuffle through the file until you land on Bendil's page. He's the representative from Cape Town, South Africa, and is a big name in the facial recognition software industry. He gained a reputation for being paranoid because he's very wary of being spied on and loathes any personal questions. Sounds like you gotta tell him all about your wonderful self instead. I don't think that'll be very hard. And Angelique. Carter rifles through the pages and pulls up her information. Alright, it says she's the representative from Paris, France. She's in med school and is one of the youngest Abadia members. Oh damn, check this out. She studied abroad at Belvoir sophomore year and got in a massive fight with Poppy. Oh no. So we have a fam. Someone else who has a beef with Poppy? That sounds like my Ann. You check the time on Carter's blinged out Rolex and then stand down. Alright, I'm gonna go meet with them all. Wish me luck. You got this, Blair. As you make your way to the fray, you hear Poppy's gremlin shriek from outside the bathroom. What do you mean you lost it? These hands were made for stealing. Ah, the sweet sound of my impending victory on the evening. At the nearby table, you see Angelique, certified Poppy hater, studying a textbook despite the chaos. You head over. I like how it tells us. We don't even need to use a memory anymore with Pixelberry. Angelique, bonsoir. Her face lights up with the impeccable accent, and she puts a finger in the book to mark her page before giving you her full attention. Blair, oui, ça va? I just wanted to say... You're not really considering voting for Poppy, are you? I'm honest personified, and Poppy's a literal spawn of Satan. Is it even really a choice? You see a vindictive gleam in her eyes, and you already know you love this chick. It is a choice, but one from a petty bitch to another. The choice is clearly you. Merci beaucoup. The pleasure is on mine now. S'il vous plaît, I have some studying to return to. She wiggles her fingers at you in a wave, and you turn around with the smuggest grin to scout out the next international representative. Ispondem Bandil Delimoni, social hermit who hates talking about himself at a corner table and head over. His shoulders tense as soon as he sees you. Can I help you? Who are you? Where is she? What did you do? No. So, Bendil, here's a little bit about me. I transferred to Belvoir last year, and the other hopeful Poppy was a massive presence. Then I knocked her off of her pedestal, which is a huge deal because I come from a middle-class upbringing. Long story short, I have to do this again this year to prove to everyone that it wasn't a fluke. So will you please vote for me? There are algorithms that could discover your mother's maiden name just from that information alone. You're either very brave or very desperate. Either way, risk taken should be rewarded. You have my vote. This is boring as shit. Now, if you wouldn't mind... I can't believe this is a thing. He stares at you awkwardly until you realize he expects you to leave, and you finally make your exit back to the stage. As you look around, you spot Poppy trying to butter up Angelique. Oh, and it is Treg McVie. You grab a glass of champagne and take a couple moments to watch. So, it is so enchanting to meet you, Angelique. I would just adore to talk about why Apathy is so important to me. We've met, unfortunately. You sound like a cat trying to cough up a hairball, in which case, please do it far away from me. Damn. Ah, the failure of my enemies. I love it. I love to see it. Now, where was I? You spot Hoa Nugyo, aka Miss Manners, surrounded by Secret Service at a table near the stage as you politely walk over with a graceful smile. Good evening, Ambassador Nijiao. She smiles at your respectful demeanor and holds out a hand to shake. Good evening indeed, Miss Hughes. To what do I owe the occasion? I was wondering... Can I be real with you? No. Who are you thinking of voting for? I'm gonna go with may I join you for a while. It's very polite. She puts on a polite smile and gestures to the chair in front of you. Please. This must be a big deal for someone as important as you to make time in your schedule. The Oculus Ball is a very sacred tradition in Apodium for Apodium members. It's a time of growth and reflection. Every one of these I attend reminds me of my own and makes me excited for the day my daughters may follow in my footsteps. You talk about her family for a while longer, and when you look up you see Rowan taking the stage, you glance at the clock, and then quietly get up from the table. If you'll excuse me, I think my time is up. Thank you for sharing a bit about your family with me. In fact, the pleasure was all mine, Blair. Esteemed members and Apathy hopefuls, please join me on the back terrace for digestives and the announcement of our final decision. That whole process we just went through, that was lackluster as shit. For a secret society of people, you all suck. You join a fuming Poppy outside under the twinkling lights and can't help rubbing her disastrous showing just now in a little more, because it might be your last chance to even ever be petty with her. It is so enchante to be standing up here with you at the end of it all, Poppy. Just tray amazing. If Tit for Tat is really a game you want to play with me, then watch this cow patty. Members will now cast their final votes. Wait! Poppy struts up to Rowan, takes a microphone from her, slack grasp, and turns to the crowd. I'm so sorry, Rowan. I'll let you finish, but, oh, for the love of Christ. I just wanted to talk about the independence we Apodians, members, and future members alike all enjoy. I mean, we're so rich. And as many of you know, my charity was attacked by Persephone Dalton and her minions a few weeks ago. While I obviously able to raise enough money to remain in the running, I wasn't able to convey my love for helping those in need. Oh God, you have got to be kidding me. Being born into wealth comes with responsibility, and while I donate my time to the animal shelter, there's someone else's pockets I'd like to line. Claps her hands twice, and a pair of farmers push through the Aberdeen representatives and wriggle their way to the front of crowds, much to the utter horror of several Aberdeens. Oh my, is it a denim button-down? Oh no. Did one of them bring a goat? I can't do this. I've invited these fine, hard-working folk to speak about my selfless donations to their hydroponic farms have impacted their lives. Dang tootin', this here young lady's turned our poverty-stricken lives around 100-fold. The Aberdeens start changing their tune, nodding sagely as the farmers shower Poppy and berries, and then from the floor you see Felicity mouth. Do something. We just used part of Miss Sinclair's donation to purchase new tractors, and woo boy, we love riding them down through our farm. We use it all the diggity time, especially to haul manure to our crops for fertilizer. Yummy! Wait, what? Wait a minute, manure, tractors, hydroponic farms don't have those. They grow on water. Oh my god, I was like, what? You take a good long look at the farkers. Listen, it's like a merge of farmers and fakers, who at this point you're 90% sure are C-list actors probably hired from Daddy's sinking studio. It's time to end this charade. Excuse me, esteemed future brothers and sisters of Aberdeen. These people are clearly fakes. What the hell do you think you're doing, Farmsville? Poppy hisses the question at you, but unfortunately her mic picks up on it and broadcasts it at the room at large. Uh-oh, heat's on. Doing a deep dive so that everyone can see how just charitable you really are, Pop. You address the crowd at large. As someone who grew up in Midwestern cornfields, I know a farmer when I see a farmer. These posers don't even know. Hydroponic farms don't use soil. Of course they do. What else would we use our tractor for? It's spring, and without it, we'd be up a creek without a paddle for sure. We thank Pop. Can't thank Poppy enough. Oh, I just can't let this farce go on any longer. These aren't farmers, they're mediocre actors. Mediocre? I mean, what? Last I checked, we weren't on a movie set, and I would know. Hydroponic farms grow their crops in water, not in patches of earth, like we're used to seeing. Is that even possible? Yes, actually it is. Bros, yeah. I searched it online, Blair's right. Oh, ingenious. Yeah, it's ingenious. That's exactly why I donated to these farmers. God, can everyone just catch up? Clearly you are a fraud caught in the act. I would quit speaking altogether if I were you. We've been shamelessly lied to. I've never experienced such an insult from an Aberdeen hopeful. Called out, and she's still trying to save her out. Wait, I was fooled by these phonies too. This is just a big misunderstanding. Clearly, we should take legal action. Wait, no, wait, please. The fake farmers go down on their hands and knees, hands clasped. We're just actors trying to pay our bills, make it a Broadway to live our dreams. We've never seen a farm, let alone a hydroponic one. I want to play a criminal for an audience, not like this. You look down at the poor C-rate actors, place a hand over your heart and your will your eyes to be a bit misty. Someone who came from nothing, I understand what must have driven you to this decision. Because I say we grant clemency. They've learned their lesson, and that's enough. It's our duty to be understanding of those less fortunate than us. After all, hear, hear. Wait till we're alone, Farmsville. I'll tear you limb from limb. Listen, we already had a fight numerous times, Poppy. You lose every goddamn time. That's a nice Pop-Tart. Now watch this. Aberdeens. I was just so moved at Poppy's attempts at charity that it put me in a charitable spirit as well. So I'd like to announce, chime in with your own impromptu charity work for last-minute boost in votes. Because we need that. Establish a low-income Bell Award scholarship. Interesting. Gasp, SCOA. Like, no one here has ever considered helping the less fortunate. Hell, some of them probably don't even know what a scholarship is. Stop this act, right? You heard me, Aberdeens. I will be giving this scholarship to a single student with a background just like mine. What background is that? Government handouts and hand-me-downs? Actually, yes. It's no secret that I grew up middle class. Having members in the crowd gasp at the sudden revelation you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Oh, you poor thing. Even without trips to Cape and a home on Nantucket, I persevered. Every holiday not spent at the Four Seasons was a struggle, but finally, my aunt kicked the bucket and left me a major inheritance. What a relief! Jesus Christ. As the crowd cheers the very real death of your aunt, you wipe away fake tears and catch a glimpse of Poppy rolling her eyes. In the crowd, Felicity's head is in her hands, but Zoe shoots you a thumbs up, so you press on. I don't think other needy students should have to wait as long as I did. After all, I lived through some absolute horrors. Like, shopping in a Walmart should have been the thing. Shopping in a consignment store. Oh god, you wore clothes that other people already wore? Oh, you mean Goodwill? Yeah, yeah, shut up. We're not gonna talk about that. I pray no one in this room will ever know the shame of getting a blister from another woman's Jimmy Choos. As someone who grew up wealthy, I don't expect Poppy to understand such horrors. In fact, I envy her. Put a hand on Poppy's shoulder, and she can't even take a swing at you like you can see in her eyes she wants to. You're lucky not to carry such a trauma with you every day of your life, Poppy. But not everyone is. You turn back to the crowd, letting your hand slip off Poppy's shoulder, your fingernails accidentally scraping against her skin. In fact, there must be some members of Appity here tonight who, in a darker past, also face the trials of middle-class existence. You bitches wouldn't know middle-class existence if you tried. Goodwill is not a sign of middle-class existence. You look through the crowd and spot a beautiful woman and particularly homey-looking man. Well, how about you, ma'am? Immediately she breaks out into tears. You can see it, can't you? The shame I still carry with me? Let it out, ma'am. You're safe here. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna agree with Poppy on this one. The first time I went to dinner in a fancy restaurant, I ate the free dinner rolls the second the waiter set them down. I should have waited and acted more blass, but I was hungry, and I wanted to know if fancy bread tasted any better while it was hot. It does. You ever taste that Fazoli's bread when it's hot? Listen! Good shit, man. Like, you get that shit delivered to you, like, fresh in the restaurant, it's a hell of a lot better than driving home from the drive-thru and it's, like, chilled 20 degrees. Around her, people start to switch chairs, afraid her tackiness might be contagious. And did the fancy bread taste better right out of the oven? So much better. It tasted like I was tasting what it felt like to truly live for the first time. And with my scholarship, we can let one poor, deserving soul savor that taste as well. I'll gladly donate to help. As will I. Can I publicize it on my socials? It looks really good for my image. One question, Miss Hughes. What have you named your scholarship so that we can look into funding it? I've been waiting for the right moment to announce the name, and that moment is now! In front of your generous patrons! Help me, I'm Poe. Jesus Christ. Oh. This book, it went from really good to just a comedy sketch at this point. As Happenings call up from their financial planners to discuss yearly donations to help me, I'm Poe. But you totally have to figure out how to set up, by the way. You turn back to Rowan with a smile. I'm all done here, Rowan. Why don't we carry on with the ceremony? Right. Now that we've hopefully gotten the last distraction out of the way, members, please cast your votes in the boxes that go around, taking into account overall performance and popularity. A low murmur fills the hall as the sacred box goes around, and as members drop in their votes, your palms start to sweat. Please let me win. I cannot lose to Poppy of all people. Besides you, Poppy mutters under her breath like a crazy lady at a seance. Come on, This is everything I've lived these past 22 years for. It can't go to the manure sniffer. I'll riot, I tell you, riot. Felicity is the last one to receive the box, and she smiles your way as she slips her vote inside before handing it up to Rowan. You hold your breath as the votes are tallied, and then slowly, ever so slowly, Rowan lifts the mic to her lips. Friends, family, international, and local representatives, the winner is Blair Hughes. Esteemed members, join me in congratulating Blair as I offer her the official key to our ranks. What? Oh, yes. You rush forward and Rowan presents you with a heavy gold key. You look at the reflection in the gleaming metal and see a champion. Appity is finally mine. Mine, I say. Felicitations, Blair. Well done. Be wary of the extra scrutiny after this. I suggest encrypting all of your digital information. Yeah, boy, Hughes in the house. Mama Alpha represent. What the hell? How'd this happen? Because you guys keep underestimating me, bitch. Now kneel before your queen. Damn it, Poppy. I'm never taking your side ever again. Give it 5 minutes, she'll do it again. I mean, I told you were being stupid. It's not like you can actually blame anyone. I'm officially a Blair stan for life now. Promise. Blair, if you would share a few words, I'm pretty sure she shared enough, it would be my honor. Oh, you receive the mic from Rowan and clear your throat. Give a gracious speech. I'm so thrilled that such an enriching society has chosen me as a sole new member to join the ranks. Thank you, Appity, for trusting me to carry on your fine name and embody your superior values. I can only hope that I live up to all the standards of those who have come before me, knowing all that while I stand on the shoulders of giants. Max votes, yeah, no shit. Poppy is no way in hell tied with me. No. I demand a rewrite of the rules. This is ridiculous. Ignoring her, Rowan sidles up to you and leans close to murmur in your ear. Blair, may I steal you for a moment? You follow Rowan through the gardens, leaving the absolute chaos behind. I must say, Blair, I've been rooting for you for a while. You have no idea how pleased I am that my little nudge after the Bacchanalia worked. Bacchanalia, hold on. Rowan Osborne, your RO? The one and only. Then why would you back me? She smiles at you over her shoulder, coming to a stop in front of the fountain. Because I just like you. I love a good upset, and I believed you'd be the one to do it. And so I was. But who are you really? How do you have so much power? The Osborns are among Appidia's founding families. I can trace my lineage through Appidia for centuries without ever skipping a generation. All that power and you chose me. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything, all you have to do is play a strong game, and you did. So congratulations, Miss Hughes. I think you closed your last Belvoir chapter in the best possible way. And with one more mysterious smile, R.O. slips off into the night. And no sooner has she faded into the shadows do you hear the crunch of stilettos on gravel, the sounds of a strut so familiar, it's like you're being haunted by a 5'2" ghost. There you are, you worn-out polyester coin purse. Wow, called Poppy. There's creativity on, and then there's, well, whatever the hell that was. Don't tell me losing wiped the last bits of your inspiration from your brain. You're a charity case, Farmsville. That's all you'll ever be, collecting handouts like a Goodwill Santa Claus. Hey, you know about Goodwill? Your win is just one more handout you've been given, because everyone knows you'd amount to nothing without them. Up until this point, you haven't ever turned around, so she's basically been talking to her back. But now you grin, and ever so slowly turn around to face her. So, if I'm getting handouts and you're getting nothing, what does that make you? Not even registering on anyone's radar? This is just proof that your star's long since faded. I believe that once upon a time I told you that the future is Blair, and you, well, you're soon to be a relic of the very distant past. You step up until you're right in front of her, at least half a foot taller, lowering your voice until your words float on the barely existent breeze between the two of you. You're the remnants of a lost time, Poppy. You've faded like a star, too tiny to go supernova, leaving barely a trace that you ever were there. You bitch! Raises a hand to slap you, but you catch her wrist, smirking as she struggles futilely. Then you pull your mouth into a pout. Oh look, I understand that this all must be difficult for you to process, but don't worry. No one else is ever paying you any attention. You don't have to worry, Poppy. I'm the star of the show. I'm the one in the limelight. And yeah, it's a real burden being on everyone's radar. A slow smile creeps back onto your face and you lift yourself up a little higher, hoping to give her a crink in the neck as she cranes it back to maintain eye contact. But look at it this way, with me hogging all the attention for myself, you get to breathe easy. You can get to wallow in your inferiority and to your heart's content. No one will ever even bat an eyelash because they'll be too busy watching me. You shove her away. You're welcome. Ah! Like a boomerang, it always finds its way back. She rebounds in a flash and launches herself at you. Two-handed this time. You catch both hands in yours, digging your manicure into her backs of her hands. What? You didn't get your ass handed to you enough in the bathroom? You hear the crunch of gravel underfoot again, and then a familiar voice. Blair, is everything alright? Back off, you hovering has-been. You don't have the authority on this campus anymore. Perhaps not, but I still have the power to step in when I see you harassing my date. Blair, shall I escort Miss Sinclair away from you? Cue another set of footsteps and another voice joining you. What the hell? Poppy, do you ever back off? Hot tip, here's your chance to decide who's going to spend your final moments with. Choose carefully, because this will lead to an opportunity for an exclusive scene with them. Oh, spend my final moments with Poppy. Nope. 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 Can I spend moments with myself? No, I'm kidding. Ian. All you have to do is make eye contact, and Ian knows what you're thinking. But when he reaches for Poppy, she releases you and steps back on her own. Keep your hands off me. Enjoy your time with your knight in shabby armor, Farmsville. She stalks away and Zoe lets out a low whistle. Well, we know it's not going to be the last of her, but we can always dream. You two look like you could use some time alone, so I'll just leave you to it. I'll catch you later. She gives you a little wave and turns back inside, leaving you and Ian alone. At once, takes both of your hands, eyes practically sparkling as he smiles at you. I couldn't wait to catch up with you, now that it's all over. Well, I'm still not 100% sure what comes next. After being rushing Apadea, I can feel like I can handle anything, though. Your future is bright, Blair. That much is clear. He gives your hands a delighted squeeze, and you can't help laugh. You're really that happy? For you, yes. Despite everything this year threw your way, you came out as strong as ever. I'm endlessly proud of you. The tenacity that you showed in your quest for Apadea is, well... He takes a shuddering breath, eyes flooding down nervously for a second before he brings them back to yours with an intensity that steals your breath. It's the reason I fell in love with you. I mean, I guess. Ian... I love you, Blair. Really and truly. I love you too. You throw your arms around him, crushing your lips to his as your heart overflows with all your love for him. He lets out a delighted laugh from deep in his chest, arms coming fully around you as he kisses you back. You gasp your reply against his lips. I love you too. I already said that once. He kisses you again, holding on like he's never going to let go. Love you so much, Blair Hughes. I just want to say it again and again for all of eternity. The joy is so radiant in his voice and a smile, you fall over again. I love you, Ian Kingsley. He cups your face, bringing your forehead together. His voice softens, turns so tender you feel your inside shiver. You think about it, he technically is an Apadean himself. You know, he fell from grace, came back, did it on his own, and in a way kind of got his revenge too. So, yeah, he's got the kind of, like, makings of a humble Apadean. I love you with all of myself. He brushes the gentlest kiss against your lips. I love you entirely. And against your nose, I love you with every piece of me. Against your forehead, this is getting a little cringe at this point. There is nothing that makes me happier than loving you. Your heart squeezes and your throat closes up and you bury your face against his neck. heart beating rapidly in your chest. I feel the same way. I can't wait to keep feeling the same way as we leave Belvoir behind. I can't wait for us to be without having to hide anything or fear anything. We can just be ourselves, be together, like any other couple in love. I can't wait to move into the future with you. But before that, he rests his forehead against yours, arms cradling you against his ever-familiar, ever-comforting warmth. I'd like to end this night with you in the right way, my love. It's the end of an era, bringing me into your room for a final romantic hookup. I want to be with you. Let's get out of here. I want you all to myself for the rest of the night. I'd like nothing more. Holding his hand tight, you tug him away from the ball and all the madness to a place where it's only the two of you. The door bangs open as the two of you practically fall into your dorm, Ian's lips pressed fiercely against your own. Almost immediately, the sound is followed by a solid slam of you kicking the door shut behind you as you pull Ian even closer. If you're not careful, we're going to wake up your neighbors. It is still finals week. You cup his face in your hands as he grips your hips, holding you tight to him. 1, you're not a professor here anymore. 2, your official title is boyfriend, and caring about my neighbor's academic record is no longer part of your job description. Technically we're on 3. This night's isn't about anyone else. Nothing and nobody outside this door matters. In one fluid moment, he grips you by the waist and sets you on the island, his arms barely straining under the effort. Then consider everything but you officially wiped from my mind. You kick off your heels, listen to them clatter to the ground as you hook your legs around his waist, drawing him closer. You rest your forehead against him, feeling giddy as you look into his eyes and see the warmth you feel for him reflected back at you. You've said it, but... Brush a lingering kiss against his lips, smiling against his mouth as he leans into him. Now you gotta follow those words up and show me how they truly are. He slips a hand behind your neck, pulling you in so that your lips press more firmly together before lowering his voice to a whisper. I'll make you believe it, even if it takes me all night. You brush your tongue against his bottom lip. As he opens to you, you massage his with your own. And for a while, the two of you are lost in a slow, sultry kiss, and when you pull back, his eyes are half-lidded. I might need this, might need the morning too. Then allow me to take you to your room. You loop your arms around his neck and he holds your waist steady as you hop down. Right this way. You cross the threshold to your room in each other's arms. He backs you gently against the dresser to kiss you again, taking his time. When he pulls back, he looks over every inch of your room, a smile growing on his face. What? This is nowhere near as nice as your place. I would beg to disagree. It's yours after all. He turns a smile back on you, brushing his knuckles against your cheek. After being ordered to stay away from you, you have no idea how good it feels to be here. It felt like all the forces in the universe were against letting that happen. Well, I say, the universe is finally aligning for us. You can feel it too, can't you? The stars have aligned, the obstacles have fallen away. He draws you closer with his arms around your waist, and you rest your hands on his shoulders. And nothing will keep us apart anymore. Nothing at all. He presses his face into your neck, kissing, nipping, sucking at the delicate skin there, and your knees go weak. Slowly he eases your back towards the bed, whispering against your neck. Every moment with you is a treasure. I hope to make you feel the same way. And if I already do... He pulls back just far enough to examine your face before breaking into a slow, radiant smile. Then I'll know that this us is right. I'll know that loving you is the rightest thing I've ever done. You turn your back to me and exposing the zipper to your dress. Undress me like we've got all the time in the world. Don't rush. I want to remember every detail of tonight. His lips touch down, feather soft, on the back of your neck. I'll make sure every detail sears in itself into your brain. His fingers slowly drag the zipper down, and with every new inch of skin revealed, he presses his lips to your back, trailing a kiss down your spine. Every piece of you, Blair, is just as precious as the last. With the zipper all the way down, he takes the fabric and guides it down over your hips until it pulls at your feet with a very soft thump. His hands glide slowly up your sides as he retraces his progress back up, finishing by peppering kisses from one shoulder all the way to the next. Funny, because that's exactly how I feel about you. You turn around to face him in your underwear, feeling more at home than you ever have before, even more so when he looks at you with such unbridled adoration. Your turn. He sets to work on his tie, drawing the knot away from his neck until it comes undone in his hands. But as he reaches for his buttons, you stop him. Let me help. Slowly but surely, you undo the button of his shirt, feeling the heat of his skin through the fabric, until you finally pushed it off his shoulders. As your fingers graze his fly, he sucks in a breath and shakily exhales your name. Blair. I know. I feel the same way. He takes your hand in one of his and presses it against the hardened bulge in front of his slacks. Through the fabric, you feel. I want you. I couldn't tell. You'll have me. All of me. You lower a zipper, lowering yourself to your knees as you ease down his pants. Nope. With your cheek against the steady beat of his heart, exhaustion starts to pull you under, but you fight it off long enough for the last few words. Stay with me tonight. You and Ian spent the night exactly as you were meant to be together. His lips brush against the crown of your head, his arms moving more snugly around you. I'm not going anywhere. And just before you fall asleep, you hear him whisper into your hair, I love you, Blair. I love you too. The day of the graduation, you and Ian head to the football field for the ceremony. I'm thrilled you wanted me at your graduation, but are you certain Margaret is alright with me being here? The divine certain. Blair! Relax, it's a happy day, and plus I have a surprise for you. You lead the way into the stands while Ian tries to figure out the perfect place to see and not be seen. You scan the crowd for a couple of new faces. Uncle Ian! Ian's head snaps up in enough time to catch his balance as a little ball of energy crashes into his legs. Charlotte, what are you doing here? You know my niece. The second we got Blair's message about visiting, nothing could keep her away. A tall woman bearing a strong resemblance makes her way over and envelops Ian in a hug. And I kinda missed you too. So you invited them? Well, I figured since my parents aren't going to make it, because we never have parents in any book to date. Well, no wait, there was one. You should have a family reunion of your own. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Caitlin's parents and freshmen. Never mind, we still haven't had parents today. Oh my god, it's like Blair and Kingsley. You look up in a familiar voice to see Haley and Lewis climbing the bleacher steps. Yo, Profess, heard you got the boot. If you need a job, should give my dad's firm a call. He hired me. Thank you, Lewis, but I'm afraid I don't know anything about the law. What's that got to do with working in a law firm? This is true. He didn't say you'd be an attorney. Uncle Ian's already got a job. He's going to study mummies. Why do you care about European mums? Oh my god. Ian tries to explain the Egyptian mummies and European mums can't carpool. A life-saving hand grazes your shoulder. I say you leave the lesson to a former professor. It looks like they're getting started anyway. The two of you head down to the field for the ceremony, and before you split to go to your seats, you give Zoe a hug on the sidelines. The next time I see you, we'll officially be 1 degree hotter. Ah, I see what you're getting there. Like we need it. As you settle in your seat near the rest of the H's, Steinhelm takes the podium, looking every bit of let's get this over with. With all the razzle-dazzle of a kid's birthday party magician, she whips out her cue card and starts to read verbatim. Graduates and honored guests, we've gathered here to celebrate the outgoing class of 2021. Mama, we made it! Oh, shut up, Ford. All around you, the graduates start to cheer, and from the stands you see Lewis and some other returning alphas raise their shirts to show graduates spelled across their chest. That's not even spelled right. Tripp's flight got cancelled. He was the U. Her fingers blanch as they grip the sides of the podium, and you hear her heave a heavy sigh. Stick to the script, Roger. It's almost over. This year's crop of graduates are some of the brightest, most amazing trailblazers. Ba-ba-ba! Oh my god. Can we just... Shh. Guys, shut up. But it's too late. Steinelm's face goes red and purple, and someone should seriously consider calling an ambulance, because WTF kind of color even is that? That's it! Oh god! Finally the one who truly is getting a revenge. She balls up her cue cards, throws him into the crowd, hitting Clint Burton in the face full force. Oh, my eye! You want to know the truth? I hated every second of this year. Namely, because I was undermined at every turn. I canceled the Personal Watch Award, I shut down the awful blog. Seconds later, it was back, and it worse than ever. Okay, but like, without the team, how else are we supposed to know who's we're better than? I banned parties. The Alpha threw the biggest rager Belmo's ever seen. Oh, BTW. I talked to the national chapter, released a few bombs, and they told me to tell you to suck it. The brothers whoop and cheer as you watch as Steinhelm's existential crisis settles in. I give up. You're all just a bunch of spoiled brats that are going to make the world a worse place. The only saving grace is that I'll be dead long before any of you affect the world in any meaningful way. God damn it! I'm Steinhelm now! We all can actually... Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong in the comment. We can all feel Steinhelm right now. Because holy crap, what is going on in this world right now? Now, in an effort to get you off my campus as quickly as possible, allow me to introduce the student you voted as class speaker. She rips open an envelope, perched on the podium with a soulless, glazed-over gaze of a woman who got an education to make a difference. Of course, it's Blair Hughes. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause as she sulks over to the chair waiting for her on the stage, and you make your way to the podium. You all voted for little of me. You shouldn't have. Poppy jumps up from her seat and storms the stage, ripping the mic away from you. Oh, for the love of... We didn't. This vote was faker than Ohio's bottom lip. Well, I did. Blair killed it this year. I voted for Blair too. She always knows what to say and soothe the savage beast within. Who the F are you? Someone more important than you. Emulous? We had stats together. You told me to calculate the odds of you remembering my name. They weren't very high. Blair! The chant slowly picks up speed until the entire crowd is cheering for you to take the stage, and you can't let your adoring audience down now, can you? Sorry, Pop. The people have spoken. Bye-bye. Grab hold of the mic. And then give Poppy a shove, sending her over the stage's edge and right into Clint Burton's lap. Oh, my nuts! You wait for the crowd to settle down before looking out at the sea of your peers. I spent most of this year hunting down haters, making them own up to why they didn't like me. Most of them were full of them. But after hearing their stories, I can't think of a better way to end my time here than telling my side of things. Oh no, your side. Without a doubt, Billboard introduced me to the worst people I've ever met. You were supposed to get me a coffee too, you hairy-brained idiot. I'm about to become your first and last memory of Bellevue University. But it also introduced me to some of the best. Wish the circumstances were different, but welcome to the Winfrey Dorm Complex, aka your new home. Zoe Wade, your roomie. This right here is your dorm, and your room's on the left, mine's on the right. My first day on campus were practically perfect. I mean, who else can say they danced with Jalen Reyes and watched Poppy throw a hate-fueled tantrum? I forgot all about that. She was all Liam rushes into the aisle so everyone can see before throwing on the best scrunched up Poppy face, taking his voice up an octave, and stomping his feet. No, no, everyone shut up! This is all some sick joke! Hey, babe, did you like the performance? I really worked on my dancing. How dare you help her, you stupid, ugly, pathetic idiot! We're officially over! One more word, and you'll permanently sound like Gil. I even bonded with woman's best friend. Ice cream? Over your purse, and Pugsley pops his head open, eyes wide at the attention. Ice cream. I thought, well, it's true. Children, women, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Cats and men are just shit on. It's so cute. But the longer I spent on campus, the more immersed I got in the inner workings of Belvoir, the takedowns. I know this is cheesy, but I think I'm falling in love with her already. Does this sound crazy? Oh, Bradley, no, it doesn't sound crazy at all. And overzealous fans. Hello, Blair. I see you found my adoration station. Yeah, this one was actually good. Book 1 was actually really good. And then Book 2 shit the bed. No matter what came my way, I rose to every challenge. And while I may have won the Person to Watch award fair and square, I decided there were some lines even I wouldn't cross. Okay, fine. I'm wondering why you insist on going by Min Sinclair when Min Nakamura would be more accurate, wouldn't it, Poppy? Her eyes dart towards the crowd, and you follow her gaze to her parents sitting in the front row. Piers Sinclair's face is pinched and red, while Anna Min Sinclair looks frozen in horror. Claire, please, I'm begging you. You move the microphone aside and whisper back to her. Fine, but don't forget that I showed mercy tonight. Now get out of here before I change my mind. Yep. And we still kept our mouth shut about that, too. You'd think Poppy would know better than to try me, but no. So I kicked her ass, introduced her family of algae growing at the bottom of the fountain. Damn, I always knew Blair was a savage. Now that I think about it, this is the first year there hasn't been a personal watch in school's history. That's right. Maybe I did manage to do some good this year. No, so I'll take it upon myself to crown one and continue this great tradition. Never mind. While Steinhelm silently has an aneurysm. You detach the mic from the podium and observe the crowd. Person to Watch award. Chloe. Karaoke, what's her face? Blair Hughes. Nah, Zoe. She's about to take the world by storm, and in 10 years, you're all going to be telling people how you went to school with Zoe Wade. Oh, stop. This year has been one for the books. I ruled over you as your first new queen since Poppy's, the beginning of her reign, which Poppy responded to by going into a literal mourning. I had that dress burn the second she took it off. You're all welcome. Yeah, I actually like the black dress. Shut up. And I've done everything I could have hoped to secure my throne, including banishing a less than loyal subject. Her eyes flashed to Michael's empty chair. Making famous allies. I think it's worth my while knowing your name. Blair Hughes, Belvoir Senior, hottest topic on campus, and the girl everyone wants to be. Baddie boot camp is in session. Just remember, nobody wants to see a sad model stuff those feelings deep down and cry about it in the bathroom after like everyone else. Sounds exactly like my first day at Belvoir, so I think I'll be fine. Put those hands in the air, people. Give me all you got. Damn, this beat is dope. I need an album. Tonight is the night. Let's get it. And putting fake allies in their place. I'm impressed, Farmville. Congratulations are in order. You managed to pull off the most lackluster sacrifice that a house has ever hosted. Sacrifice? Oh no, dear Poppy. That was just business. This is a sacrifice. Poppy's eyes widen in horror, realizing her mistake a second too late in the most divine act of retribution. Zoe comes up from behind her and shoves her into the pool. No! Yes! I got in touch with my roots. Alright, we're gonna do this Farmsville style. It's time to wrestle a hog. made lasting change on campus. Man cannot live on chaos alone. And what about the evil empire is defeated? How sweet is a victory if the First Order rises up again anyway? If that's your way of saying you don't want things to go back to the way they were before, I have a plan. Blair's future seems so much brighter than the one we were just hate on elites for being better and more good-looking than us. I feel so much lighter now that I don't feel the constant need to exert my dominance. Unveiled the coward cosplaying as a fox in my henhouse. You know, like we weren't here for the whole goddamn book too, for fuck's sakes. Just take a deep breath. I feel like Steinhelm. The mask falls to the floor, the curtain of fiery red hair frames a face you know too well, only it's like you've never seen this girl before in your life. Except her hair wasn't screwed up at the time, but I digress. And showed everyone that if you're coming for the queen, you better not miss. Bro, Blair saved me from the ultimate embarrassment. For real. We all need to bow down. Not to mention the hog wrestling, though. That thing was kind of hot. Every incredible moment that all thanks to the fans who believed in me, voted for me, semi-stalked my every move. But now it's time to move on to my next epic adventure, starting with launching my own PR firm, living off my inheritance, buying my own resort. I'm gonna launch a PR firm. It's time to take the skills I've learned in managing my own image and expand on a global scale. Would you wrap it up, Farmsville? I'd like to graduate before the school year starts again. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with her. You roll your eyes and head to the edge of the stage to look at your adoring public one last time, because this is the closest you'll ever be to famous. It was a wild ride going from the rolling plains of Farmsville to here. I'm going to miss each and every one of you. Me too? No, I hate you. Like I said, I'm going to miss almost every and each one of you. But the person I'm going to miss the most is none other than the former Professor Ian Kingsley. Wave him up on stage and you can practically feel yourself sizzling under Poppy's flaming hot glare. And probably Steinhelm's. As Ian climbs the stairs, you take his hand. I just want to say here, and in front of everyone, Ian Kingsley. I mean, I would say thanks for keeping me grounded, because literally he is the closest to humility she can get. It's always been you. We may not be what everyone expected or approved of, but I've never been one to follow the rules, and I don't want to start with you. And you'll never have to. In front of your entire graduating class, Belvoir parents, and the faculty, he pulls you in, crushing his lips to yours and claiming you on stage with a passionate kiss. Oh, for the love of... As you pull away, you hand the mic back to Steinhelm. Alright, Dean, go ahead and take us out. If only. Quickly, snipers, moving in positions! She steps up to the podium, waves her hands over the crowd with the energy of just a shell of a woman. With the power vested in me by the tuition payments, I now pronounce you Belvoir's graduating class of 2021. Now get the hell out of my campus before I call the cops. Ford rips his shirt off. Chloe jumps up, locking her legs around Carter's waist, and you bound down the stairs of the stage, leading the way to the after party to celebrate saying goodbye to Belvoir University one last time. And they lived happily ever after, or whatever the hell you want to call Xanax-induced haze that is adulthood. Real talk, thanks to playing Queen Bee series newbie. Whether you ended this thing as a HBIC, or just a royal pain in Poppy's ass, we hope you enjoyed this stint with Belvoir's best, brightest, and bitchiest. And while Blair's story might be over, you can always replay to do a victory lap or two, see where new choices take you, and relive the glory days. Kisses the Queen Bee team. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? First and foremost, you know what to do. It's there on the screen. Please like and share the video. Share the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Become a part of this community. Really mean it. Means a lot. Literally, without a community, without especially an engaging community, a content creator does not exist. How did you think PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or any of these people ever got to where they are? This is because they had to have fans that engaged with their content, engaged with their channel and whatnot. This is a fact. Go ask them. Feel free to. I can personally pull up Jack right now and say, Jack, give these people, a tipping. He'll be like, "Top of the morning to you, everyone. You should really like and engage with the comments, and as well as the content." And that would be literally him, because literally every content creator asks for your, like, help, because without you, we are nobody. Now, next up, Queen Bee, Book 1, fantastic. We all loved it. Queen Bee 2, holy shit. I'm just gonna end this TLDR with no effort, about as much effort as the Queen Bee team put into this, okay? It was shit. Everyone else in my Discord has pretty much said the same thing. It wasn't great, it was entertaining in a comedic aspect, but that was pretty much it. Like, it was cringe. I'm gonna be real with you. And, like, long story short, I just don't know what the hell happened from Book 1's writing. Like, did you lose more writers? You've been slowly, like, leaking them over the last 5 years. I'm just kind of curious if you leaked more. Like, did you hire some new people that took over the place of some older ones and they just sucked raw eggs? Because clearly, you guys, and this is where I'm going to end, you guys released this stellar statement, right? Talking about how, well, you guys might have liked some books, but we just look at the numbers and they just aren't there. And then we look at Queen Bee and we look at all of your, like, very crappy rote books, right? And basically how they are becoming, and a lot of the fan base is speaking out, right? Like, most people, I don't think you get this, Pixelberry. There's called diamond farming. I know this escapes you mentally, but I'm going to go ahead and explain this. That's where we play these books over and over again, because they're short, sweet, and stupid as shit to tap through. And so basically we just tap, and we farm diamonds, you see, because every time you complete it, you get a diamond, and then you get to watch an ad for another one. So you and this, the numbers don't lie, yeah, you're full of shit. And the worst part is, and I'm going to slap you across the face right here with this, you lied to your community for over 4 years. You lied to every single Choices viewer for 4+ years about Most Wanted, about Hero, about all these books that you said you would give a sequel to. So your word, your integrity as a person, your integrity as a company is completely washed down the drain. Like, there is garbage in my trash can right now that actually has more value than anything and everything you will ever see in your entire life. That's it. That's my mic drop moment. So thanks all of you for watching. Thanks all of you for... I try and liven this crap up to the best of my ability, right? And the laughs, and I try and put in jokes and whatnot. And I kind of, like, break narrator voice actor mode to insert, because I just feel like if I keep reading this shit the way we all read it, we would all slowly die. Okay? So, thanks for watching. Peace out.